That looks like the Matrix, Mabs.
I'm in the Matrix.
I'm never going to Mexico again with this guy.
You can shift into 8th gear beyond 300 kilometers an hour. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to cover development on the G80 ZF8 gearbox. What the? So great news, we can access the Gen 3 ZF gearbox software now, so we can read and write to the gearbox and change all the parameters. So today we're going to take a full read from the gearbox and work through the software and try and find some table data that we can unlock more power and torque from the G80. So currently access is via the transmission control unit connector plug, but we will be working on an OBD solution to transfer over to you guys worldwide. So as the transmission control unit is being backed up, we'll take all of that data in binary form and try and decipher torque limitation, shift speed and shift points itself in reference to what we've done.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We've done previously on the Gen 1 and Gen 2 ZF 8-speed gearboxes too. It is going to be a complete different structure, but let's have a look at it.
That looks like the Matrix, Mabs.
I'm in the Matrix. I'm trying to get out of the Matrix, I know. But yeah, this is the full backup of the ZF 8-speed gearbox, and it is completely different structure to what we're normally used to or what I've normally seen. And obviously it's brand new, so kind of developing on this is long-winded. I don't think you can't leave that camera rolling for 3 days, can you? So I think we're just gonna have to see what we can find. Immediately I'm looking for a torque limiter, a 760 Newton meter torque limiter, and I know that because when we log on the ECU, even if you request 800 Newton meters of torque, he only gives you 760. So you can bend the car into thinking it's running, well, you can bend the gearbox into thinking it's running less torque, but it's not the best way of doing it. So it's very difficult for us guys to show you the difference it makes on the gearbox side of things, but we're going to stick the GoPro inside. We're going to try and listen out to the gear shifts and all the kind of concerns I have with the stock baseline, and then as I'm tuning it, I'll show you guys the difference. It's very difficult without you guys sitting in the passenger seat, but we'll do our best. So as I've mentioned before on our channel, development work on our own cars do not take priority over customers. So today we've got this M2 competition in for some upgrades, specifically the NVM aluminium charge pipe upgrade. And as you're probably aware, N55s, S55s come with plastic charge pipes, and that causes a problem when increasing boost levels. But even at stock boost pressures, because of the throttle control for boost pressure, you can end up snapping the actual J pipe, and I've seen a couple fail on one of the charge pipes pre-charge cooler too. So we'll get the old charge pipes out, have a look at them, inspect them, see if there's any sign of wear, transfer over the seals and stick these on, and then it'll be good for 700-800 brake horsepower. It's crazy though how manufacturers are still using plastic charge pipes.
Isn't it?
They're running like 1 bar, 1.2 bar of boost on some applications, and it's crazy that they would think the plastics can hold up. Heat cycles, kind of, yeah, all of that can cause so many issues. And when the charge pipe blows on this, if it's a J pipe, the bits of plastic go in your intake manifold into your engine. If it's one of these, obviously it will get stuck, hopefully, on the charge cooler, but you don't want to kind of let that happen basically. But yeah, Ian, who owns this vehicle, he's actually going to go stage 2 with us, so these are kind of preventative. At the same time, we're fitting some NVM program panel filters, and as said previously, these panel filters are good for like 600-700 brake horsepower. So yeah, we'll get these fitted and get him back in on another day in another vlog where we're going to stage 2 tune his car. with his Audi S3. In for some TLC, full service. The car's been parked up for a while, so the rear calipers are seized, discs and pads. We're going for Brembo high performance pads and discs at the back. It's got the Forge Motorsport front caliper brake upgrade on there, so we're going to deglaze them and get some new pads in there. But it just needs some tender loving care. If you don't recognise this car, I told Times to throw it in. Actually, we don't need to throw it in because this car made it to the intro.
Yeah.
So on the intro, when you see that car, anti-lag flaming a pumpkin, that was this. So I mean, the ZF8 ain't no slouch, but because I'm so used to DCT and that sharp kind of shift, I do miss it. So that's going to be kind of, that is the bar in it. The way the DCT shifts, especially in quarter mile, like the speed of it is crazy. And this ZF8, it seems to do its own thing. Like sometimes it will give a crisp next gear, and sometimes it will slush into the next one. So the first thing to do is raise that torque limiter and see how the car responds, not mess with any of the shift speeds. Quarter mile, when I'm launching off in second gear or first gear, whatever gear I'm trying to launch in, if I hit that rev limit, basically the quarter mile's kaput. There's no point. So that's why I've been using the auto.
Oh,
the problem is the auto shift is slower.
Yeah, it's letting you,
And then change. See that?
Yeah, and then it kicks it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and show you a full throttle shift. So that's rapid. And then that one is slow. See what? And that's what I can't stand, because like it's smooth, but it's not quick.
All this driving fast has made me hungry, mate. I don't know about you.
Go for lunch?
Yeah, come here, have some lunch.
Let's go get some food then. So, I'm going to actually do some data logging as well. Kind of check the transmission temps. We can't actually see the instant line pressure or the solenoid pressures, but we can kind of see the average. So with data log all of that, make sure we can increase that line pressure for the added torque as well. See, did you see from that Times?
Yeah.
What I was on about? Yeah, the slow shifts. Obviously, you've got the modes to quicken up the shift, but it's still not as quick as the DCT. So that's going to be something I need to look for as well. The shift points I'm not too happy with in sport. It does hang on too long, so I want to kind of correct that. But I've already, I mean, it's been about an hour now, and I've already found a few tables that I need. And when I say I've found a few tables, I'm literally looking through the binary, finding these torque limitations, creating a table, then adjusting them, testing them. So that's what we're going to have to do all day today. You ready for that? So that's the torque limiters off, mate. Hopefully that should increase the amount of torque lower down. Should feel it straight away.
Yo! What have you done?
Literally just the torque limiters raised. It's crazy because obviously there's, you know, first and second gear limiters and low limiters and all of that in the ECU as well. And I've not messed with that. I've just literally raised the torque limit in the gearbox.
So
looking at the data logs, it looks like it's pulling more torque low down.
Lower down now, it feels way different.
Yeah. See, I've got, yeah, the ferocity, I don't think...
It's a new favourite, it's Mabs' new favourite word, that
ferocity.
Loving it today.
But anyway, look, there's so much work I need to do.
So what, we're going to go back for another revision and come back out later then?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? You're faster than this.
So, revision 32, mates. 32, in comfort mode. Yeah, that, so much more.
Yeah. Instantaneous now, isn't it?
And the shifts, I can actually feel them.
Let's do this in sport mode, guys. Whoa.
It's crazy because it's like, it throws it into the next gear.
Yeah, way more aggressive.
I've actually halved the shift timing in Sport Plus,
okay.
Like, completely halved it, so it's like twice as quick. So it should give me full torque in first and second. Oh my!
Hey, I can't even hold the camera straight.
At the red line, it doesn't bog down, so if I'm ever kind of right at the limit, I've raised the rev limit as well to like 7,500. Now when we spoke to the Drift Brothers a couple of weeks ago at Goodwood, they said they're running an 8k red line, but they've got up gate,
What?
rated valve springs, so I don't want to change the valve springs on it yet. So I think about 7.4, 7.5 is the safe kind of limit. But there is, I think, a dyno limit at 7,000 RPM, which I need to find as well, because there's no point raising the rev limit here and then I can't map beyond 7,000 on the dyno. And it all happens so quick at the top end as well, so yeah, it's going to be quite difficult, but you can feel that straight away. Like,
Yeah.
literally feels like a DTT. So I've lifted the ECU limit on the car, so there's a 250 kilometers limit and a 300 kilometers limit, 300 kilometers an hour limit. So I've lifted that, but when I get to 7th gear in Mexico, I can't shift into 8th. So although I can surpass that speed limit, there's a speed limit in every gear rather than in just the gearbox and the ECU. So I have to find them speed limits per gear, go over to some airfield and test it today. We know that the shift speeds are decreased, the line pressure has gone up. I say the line pressure, but it's the average line pressure. The temperatures are stable as well, even after decaying it. Now we've just got to check the that gear limiter, the 300 kilometer an hour gear limiter.
Gear limiter, oh yeah, that's good.
So
how are we going to do that?
but now we need to take the car to. It's a long drive to Mexico, you know.
I know.
Should we go check that now?
Let's go check it out.
Let's go.
I'm
So
not,
we
I'm
know-
not doing that again with this guy. I'm never going to Mexico again with this guy. Ever again.
So we know we can shift into 8th gear beyond 300 kilometers an hour. And that there is a wrap, guys. So hope everybody enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Make sure you give us a shout for all your G80 and Gen 3 gearbox tuning.